amateur cooks.
That's it.
Over 4 nights, ask each to stage a dinner party.
Hang on. Go on.
That was your dinner, Ray.
Make them rate one another's food in secret.
The talking just got to my head and my ears started to bleed.
The result? Ranting.
I'm still Ray Parry. I've not changed.
You've got to show the vegetarian.
Shut up.
Raving.
I think he's doing a little tap dance on my parade.
I've been close so many times tonight to just hitting him with my shoe.
And rudeness.
You kick me again, I'm going to boot you in your ankle.
As they battle to win a £1,000 prize.
So la-di-da-do.
Liverpool, famous for the Reds, the Blues, and our very green first host. 53-year-old retired builder Ray Parry.
I'm a hippie. I'm a vegetarian. Some people think I'm a bit of a know-all because, you know, I have the answer to most things.
His first fact of the day is the secret to good entertainment.
I'm going to play my ukulele at my party.
Yep, you heard right, a ukulele.
I've always said in the past, a little bit of music and a little bit of a sing-song goes a long way. In my Liverpool home, in my Liverpool home.
Repetitive music, popular music. I really don't want to hear that this week. It makes me physically sick.
Oh dear. Meet our second contestant, 45-year-old caretaker and professional misery guts, Paul Owen.
The mental list I have of things that annoy me is probably on about 1,300,000. And it's still growing.
Let's find out if Ray's main course of Mediterranean casserole with mint couscous will be added to the list.
Ugh.
Looks like it. But Ray reckons he has what it takes to convert his guests to vegetarianism.
Some people might say that vegetarian food is a bit plain and bland, but I'm going to dispel that myth tonight.
The worst person that you could probably sit me with on a table would be a vegetarian, really.
Whoops, more trouble ahead for Ray with contestant number 3, 32-year-old personal shopper and party girl, Lindsay Halligan.
Probably wouldn't have a very good time if I was just sat at the table with old people who just wanted to talk about politics, whereas I like to talk about, you know, real things like shoes.
Makes you proud to be British. Back at home, Ray makes a start on his dessert of Venus and Mars pudding.
We're going to the moon, baby.
The final contestant is 48-year-old Valerie Watson, a no-nonsense community worker and mother of 7. Yes, 7!
Having 7 kids, and you tend to repeat yourself all your life. You tend to use sharp, direct sentences. 1, 2, 3, and a she. My direction may be with me mouth can sound forceful, but it does take me to where I need to go.
Well, hopefully that'll be somewhere nice for Ray's sake. He begins by chopping up some Mars bars and explains the formula behind his dessert.
The idea is that the chocolate and caramel bar, when it activates with the yoghurt, will melt and make it,
Here's the science bit.
gooey.
Or maybe not. Ray pours in the strawberry yoghurt and leaves to marinate. Then he whisks some cream, which he adds to the yoghurt mix by a really uncommon technique that only special people know.
Well, I'm actually going to use a technique called folding.
Wow.
This is okay. I'm going to put this back in the fridge and I'll serve this up later on in dishes.
Finally, he makes a strawberry syrup, which he'll drizzle over the dessert later on.
I've actually tried these recipes out before, so I know they're pretty good recipes. But I'm hoping that when the guests come, they'll say, wow, I haven't had that before, that's good. You know, I'll ask Ray how you make that.
And I'm sure Ray will be happy to tell them. Next, he sets to work on his Mediterranean casserole main course. He cooks shallots, spring onions and garlic, then adds grilled aubergines and courgettes, along with tomatoes, butter beans, baked beans and roasted peppers. He leaves the casserole to simmer and will oven bake later.
And my guests are only getting vegetarian food tonight.
And Ray has plenty to say about his next course, asparagus soup.
Once they've tasted my soup, I'd be in 7th heaven. I can't really find fault with any of my food, but there you go, that's life.
That's the same as mine, but I'm not really too worried about it because I think mine's a little bit fancy.
For Ray's non-fancy soup, he adds chopped asparagus to some fried onion. Then in goes some stock. Once the soup has been brought to the boil, he blends.
Spot on soup.
Of course it is. Our host's final job in the kitchen is his couscous to go with his casserole, and he has another ray of wisdom.
Here's a little trick I learned when I was in Morocco. Best couscous. Get yourself mint tea bag, boil the kettle, add it to the tea bag. Now, some might say that's a bit over the top, but it adds real taste to the couscous.
Is that it? With Ray's prep totally under control, he has just enough time to have a quick meditate. Well, at least he's stopped talking. But not for long. His first guest is here. It's veggie hater Lindsay.
Hello. Hi.
Good evening.
Hello, I'm Lindsay. Hi.
Come in, Lindsay.
There you go. That's real nice, that is.
Even if you do say so yourself.
You're welcome.
Next at the door is no-nonsense Valerie.
Hello.
Hiya, I'm Ray.
I'm Val. How do you do?
Come in, Val. Give us a kiss there, kid.
Hey, calm down, mate. You've only just met.
Sit down. Do you want a bit of
I'm
champagne?
Lindsay. Hello.
This is Lindsay.
Hi.
How do you do, Lindsay?
Hello. What's your name, sir?
Val.
Val.
Hello, Val.
And finally, we have Paul, carrying a bunch of flowers to mask his misery.
Good evening, sir. Hello.
I'm Ray.
You're Ray. I'm Paul.
Come in, Paul.
Thank you very much. Cheers. Thank you.
With guests all present and correct, music snob Paul has spotted something of concern.
What's that machine in the corner over there, Ray?
It's a stereo. When you turn it up, it's like you're being at a festival.
Yeah, I think you might need to explain the term festival. Scouser Ray Parry is entertaining 3 strangers in a competition to win £1,000 as best host. Veggie Ray is pinning his hopes on a meat-free menu and is feeling extremely pleased with his opening dish.
I could be onto a winner.
And there it is, his starter of asparagus soup.
What else apart from asparagus, then?
Asparagus,
Apart from asparagus.
some shallots.
The start of asparagus soup was very nice. It was quite thick. I liked it. I enjoyed it.
It should have had a bit of more stock to it to make it a soup rather than something that you put in to make a soup, because it was not really a soup.
Eh? What are you on about? Not the best review for the soup, but it's okay. Ray's going to wow them with his stimulating conversation.
And here's a good little tip for all of you. You know, if you can't get to sleep, there's an exercise called the magic letterbox. And what you do is when you go to sleep, you try and relax and imagine a letterbox. All the thoughts that are stopping you from getting to sleep, you post them in this one-way letterbox. And when you've done it, the theory is when you put everything in the letterbox, you'll be asleep.
If I had to, like, do what he does with his whole little pattern, I think it's slightly a little bit strange. But then vegetarians are.
Ray is a very talkative person. I'll give him full marks for chatty somebody.
He probably has got theories about most things, but I don't think I'd agree with most of them.
Everybody seems to be happy. They're having a drink, you know, we're having a laugh. And that's what it's all about, isn't it? And some good food to go with it.
Shame all the conversation's coming from you.
This dish is superb, and it's got aubergines in, which are the food of the gods.
You better pray your non-veggie guests agree.
It's hot now.
And Ray's decided it's time to confess his vegetarian mission for tonight.
I said tonight that if anybody liked what I cooked and thought, I wouldn't mind having that as a meat eater, I'd be really chuffed.
And it doesn't stop
Really
there.
chuffed. I've got a cracking nut roast recipe. It's one where I use 4 nuts in it. I use Brazil nuts, walnuts, cashew nuts, and almonds in it. And it's cracker. It's luxury, mind, but it's cracker.
I think you're driving them nuts.
Don't you ever wake up in the middle of the night and have a real bad craving for, like, a rack of lamb?
Not at all, Lindsay.
Really, no?
Not at all. But you know when we were...
What about a little bit of John Dory?
I think even in someone's own home, they shouldn't preach vegetarianism push it on to other people. And I think that's where he was heading.
The spices, what he's created and used in his food, are good. They are good. But I do enjoy the blood and juice of fish and meat.
So the food's not hitting the spot, and Ray's hosting isn't getting any better either.
Ray's a nice bloke. I wouldn't go out with a drink with him because I might have slit my wrist or something.
Well, someone put the knives away because things are about to get worse for music snob Paul.
I'm leaning on the lamppost at the corner of the street in case a certain little lady comes by.
Rather you than me.
Oh, me.
I wanted Ray to stop immediately with the ukulele because I don't know, I might have done something with it.
In case a certain little lady comes by.
And the crowd goes wild. Ray has one final attempt to win them over with his Venus and Mars pudding. And we have liftoff.
Which bit is the Venus, which bit's the Mars?
The Mars you'll find when you eat it.
Okay.
The Venus is the sublime feeling you get from it when you eat it.
Looks like Ray's dessert has made a particular impression on one of the guests.
Would you pay for that if you went out?
No, Ray.
Luckily for you, Lindsay, you don't have to.
I wasn't very impressed with the dessert at all. I wasn't really into Mars bars and yogurt.
The talking just got to my head and my ears started to bleed.
His food was tasty and meaningful, but it wasn't really my type of thing, really.
I had a few occasions where I had wine where it wasn't topped up for me and not, anything, but it just wasn't topped up.
Really? So, Ray scored a decidedly beatable 19, and if that's not bad enough, his mission has definitely not been accomplished.
Because I enjoy meat, beef, lamb, pork and chicken. That's why I won't be turning veggie.
It's day 2 of the competition and the turn of mum of 7, Valerie Watson, to try to impress the others. But her guests have someone else on their minds.
Ray was quite overwhelming and quite overbearing. I'm just concerned that he doesn't do that for the next few years, really.
I've never enjoyed that much length of time with a man who loves to chat. So hopefully tonight Ray will be sitting opposite to Lindsay, maybe, or next to Lindsay, but definitely not next to me.
Not that Chatterbox Ray has any idea.
I'm always happy with myself, and I think the guests that came last night were probably happy as well.
Bless the ignorance. Valerie's first job of the day is to crack on with her dessert of chili chocolate mousse.
Desserts is sweet and it shouldn't really have chilli in. So I know already I'm not going to like that.
Uh-oh. Valerie begins by melting some chocolate, but she's forgotten a vital ingredient.
Well, as you can see, I now need caster sugar, and that's a massive problem.
Thank goodness she's got 7 kids.
Is Paul there or somebody to run and get me some caster sugar?
And whilst Valerie waits for her daughter to bring the sugar, she separates her eggs.
Ah, nice one, girl. What a runner you are.
Then she mixes the caster sugar into the egg yolks.
It's hard work, you know. Now you know why these things are electric.
Next, she whisks the whites into stiff peaks.
We've all done it before. Let's have a go. Or have a laugh. That's it.
Test passed, Valerie adds the melted chocolate to the yolk and sugar mix, along with the chilies, nuts, and a special ingredient.
This is the traditional white rum from Jamaica. I'm going to put a little splash in it, just to give it a bit of edge.
Then she uses that amazing technique Ray demonstrated yesterday, folding. Finally, she adds some double cream before pouring into serving glasses and refrigerating until later. Now for the main course. Valerie adds basmati rice to boiled cowpeas, coconut milk and seasoning. The rice and peas will accompany orange chicken or fried plantain for vegetarian Ray.
That sounds very Jamaican, actually.
Plantain, oh yeah, super.
Next, she turns her attention to the orange chicken. She seasons with garlic and spices. Then on goes some sweet chili sauce and thyme before she massages it into the chicken.
There's a lot of flavours in there going on and we still haven't finished. I'm going to put some orange zest in there as well.
Which she does before popping in the oven. Valerie's next job of the day is her West Indian starter of hard food soup.
I've never heard of that before in my life.
Just large vegetables sitting in a broth. That's all I can think of, really.
Almost.
In the hard food soup, we've got the squash, sweet potato, spring onions and courgettes.
Valerie will boil the vegetables until they're soft and will blend in the final ingredients before serving. That leaves her just enough time to spruce up herself and her table before the guests arrive. And the first one's here. It's Paul.
How are you? Nice to see you. You're right.
Next to arrive is Lindsay.
Hello, how are you?
It's drunken Lindsay.
And last of all, we have Motormouth Ray.
It's got to be our Ray.
Obviously, Valerie.
All right, kid. How are you?
Ah, fabulous.
You on
to
top of
see
your
you.
game?
With everyone present, Valerie finishes off her starter of hard food soup by mixing in peppers to the cooked veg. And she's ready to serve her mystery first course.
Hard food soup is made from ground foods.
Oh, okay.
Entire
I thought
things
when
that
I read the menu and it said hard soup, I thought it was like some sort of scouse term.
we call it hard food.
And Ray spots an opportunity to do what he does best, talk about himself.
Loads of people have said to me, asparagus soup, it's really, really hard to do. But, you know, if you don't use the stalky part of it, it doesn't go gritty.
Really?
And you've got to, you know, blend it well.
Yeah.
But, you know, other than that, a couple of different types of onions in or...
Getting back to tonight's soup.
Tonight's soup was much better than last night's soup. Although last night's soup was really tasty, it was just a little bit too thick for me.
I think my soup was just a little bit better.
Naturally.
But, you know, Val's soup was good. Yeah, defo.
So shut up about your soup then. Back in the kitchen, Valerie finishes off her main course by frying the plantain for Ray's veggie version.
And when most kids see plantain, they go, Mum, look at that giant banana. Can I have it? And if you ever bit it raw, I don't know if you've ever felt banana skin, that citricy, well, that happens all over your mouth. So it's something you do have to cook. But maybe if I served it to Ray raw, it might just stick his mouth together.
Good plan, Valerie.
Hey! That was your dinner, Ray. Don't worry, lad. I'll clean it up, put it on a plate.
Steady on. Remember, you need everyone's points tonight. And there it is. Orange chicken with rice and peas for the meat eaters, while Ray's having his dish with cooked plantain. And straight away, he's on Valerie's case.
So, what sort of oil do you use for the plantain?
If you use vegetable oil, your food will brown.
Yeah.
So if you used to fry that in olive oil, it would not go brown for you, it'd just go bland.
But guess what? Yep, Ray knows how to do it better.
I tend to make a blend. You know, if I buy rapeseed oil, I buy low sodium salt and I buy sea salt.
Yeah.
I grind them and I mix them together. So I get the best of both worlds. And you don't tend to use as much because you can't taste it. Black
She's not interested, Ray.
and white peppercorns. The main course was probably below standard for me, but it was, you know, edible. Too much rice for me. A bit worried about the plantain.
A vegetarian worried about a vegetable.
I think it's very interesting food with spices and an interesting taste that I couldn't have done properly. So I was impressed, yes.
Back at the table, Valerie appears to be losing patience with one of the guests.
You kick me again, I'm going to boot you in your ankle.
Sorry, kid, I was just
All
stretching
right,
my
then.
leg because my right's giving me a bit of jip. Like, you know the way people have, what they call it, is it restless foot or restless leg? You know, where they can't keep it still and they're tapping it all the time. I don't have that.
You've got restless mouth.
Oh my God, shut up, Ray. That's what my advice would be. It's like I'm shirking to the doorway when I see myself on my own with him because I just think, I don't know what I'm going to say to you, Ray. Well, I probably wouldn't be able to say that much because you don't stop talking. Ray, just turn it in, leave it alone. Shut up.
I'm seeing more how Ray is, and I think he's getting worse. He is a little bit more idiotic, a bit childish, shall we say.
I think he's doing a little tap dance on my parade, and I'm going to have to subtly try and quiet him up. That's how other people can lead conversations, I think, because that's really not what I want. 2 nights of Ray.
But Valerie is determined to claw back the limelight with her chili chocolate mousse.
Oh, wow.
How does that feel?
That's fantastic, that.
This is my proper PMT.
Does it always come down to PMT?
It does. Chocolate just helps PMT. It's better than any HRT or whatever else they can give you.
Milk.
PMT? Well, surely Ray doesn't have an opinion on that as well.
Your body tells you what it needs.
Yeah.
If it needs exercise.
Silly me. Of course he does.
If it needs a bit of chocolate. If it needs some fruit. If it needs some love.
Whatever
if it needs
it may
some
do.
attention.
Yeah.
Whatever, you know, it tells you.
If you listen.
If you listen to it, it will tell you what you need.
If you'd shut up, we might be able to hear it.
Are you listening there, Paul? Are you listening, Paul?
He hasn't got any choice.
Ray's going to win the gold for the biggest boar this week, hands down.
I thought the dessert tonight was really nice, actually. I was a bit surprised because I was expecting it to not be very nice.
She cooked very good food, and we had good conversation together, apart from Ray.
As a vegetarian, I thought her meal was good, but it wasn't a perfect meal.
She was a great host and the food exceeded my expectations.
So Valerie jumps into the lead with an impressive 22 points, dashing Ray's hopes of showing vegetarianism is best. Our 4 hosts in Liverpool are all competing for a £1,000 prize. It's now day 3 and the turn of meat eater Paul to demonstrate he can do veggie food just as good as rival Ray.
You've got to show the vegetarian that you're better than he is, yes, but you also eat meat.
Tonight, I expect Paul to push the boat out. I expect him to excel at what he's done. I expect him to make a vegetarian meal that I'd be proud of.
But the others are simply hoping that Ray will button his lip.
If Ray doesn't wind his neck in a little bit and allow other people to have a lead in conversation and to exchange, he's really pressing me tolerance buttons.
As he's speaking, I sort of look around the table and everybody's sort of got a look on the face like they want to throttle him.
Paul begins by preparing his dessert of poached pears stuffed with sorbet, all topped with chocolate and brandy cream.
I love pears, I love sorbet, I love chocolate, and I love brandy. So
Paul's undercover and deadly. This is the assassin.
Paul poaches his pears in red wine and water for 2 hours. Then he'll cool them and assemble with the other components just before serving. Next, Paul gets stuck into his main course. Barbary duck breast with red wine jus and cauliflower puree, and red onion and goat's cheese tarts for Ray.
Looks like pub grub. You know, something you would go to your local Toby Inn and have.
Ouch.
that is exactly what I would expect him to cook.
Paul prepares his duck by reluctantly taking the fat off.
I don't know why, but some people actually like the whole skin taking off, but I don't know why, but the whole point is it's the fat that gives it, that helps give it the flavour. I'm not a low-fat chef, contrary to my appearance.
No mirrors in your house, then. He seals the meat and puts it to one side until the evening. Next, it's on to the vegetarian tarts, and he's off again.
Very fussy vegetarian. There are a lot of very fussy vegetarians. I really don't know if Ray's going to like this or not.
He fries the onions in butter and then adds balsamic vinegar and some tinned tomatoes.
And there's nothing wrong with the tinned tomatoes. I mean, the Italians use tinned tomatoes all the time.
As do sweaty Liverpudlians. Then he moves on to the vegetarian pastry.
I've got a mix that I've made here that is flour, butter, and a bit of salt.
Paul adds water to the mix and kneads until it's ready to be rolled.
The best thing you can do, really, is get a bottle of red wine and make sure it's empty.
Well, a better thing you could do is use an actual rolling pin. After rolling, he blind bakes for 15 minutes, which gives him just enough time to make his cauliflower puree. He seasons cooked cauliflower and adds butter, then begins the painful pureeing process.
You can come back tomorrow if you want, and it'll be done. This will be done by then.
When the cauliflower is finally ready, Paul has to finish the last stage of his tart, but there's a problem with his pastry.
The idea was to teach a vegetarian how to do vegetarian food. It's just too much pastry there. If I just had 5 minutes or something, I'd try again.
With not enough time to spare, Paul carries on by filling the cases with the tomato and onion and topping with goat's cheese. Which leaves him just the job of preparing his starter. It's Brazilian avocado for Ray and red mullet on a bed of salad for everyone else.
Oh, this is competition now. I need that grand, Paul. I need it.
Paul will cook the red mullet later on, so for now, all he has to do is Ray's Brazilian avocado. He scoops out the flesh and mixes with tomatoes, Brazil nuts and cheese, and then puts back into the avocado skin. He'll top with breadcrumbs and oven bake just before serving.
I'll be quite cross if Ray doesn't like these.
Yeah, we know what a cross is. Well, not long to find out what Ray thinks, because he's here. Everyone's favourite vegetarian.
Ray. Oh, hello, young man.
And here's Lindsay.
Good,
Hi,
nice
how are
to
you?
see you.
You too.
And she's facing her worst nightmare, finding herself alone with Ray.
Got up this morning about 7:30. It was raining. The cat wanted to go out. I went out and did some Tai Chi.
Really?
Saved by the Valerie.
You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
You're all right. Very good.
And for the first time this week, Paul takes centre stage.
Do you paint, do you, Paul? These are your paintings?
Yeah, well, yes, sort of attempts, really, yeah. Is that yellow on red, or is that red on yellow? Or is it just Paul copying?
But not for long.
Mark Rothko himself was a manic depressive. I would aver that Mr. Rothko was trying to impart something to somebody.
No one's listening, Ray.
Ray knowing more about Paul's art really does not surprise me at all, because even if he didn't know anything about it all, he would make out that he did, because Ray knows everything about everything.
Having escaped Ray, Paul finishes off his starter. It's Brazilian avocado for the non-meat eater, and for the others, it's red mullet on a bed of salad.
The fish was cooked perfectly. It was like not overcooked, not undercooked. It was perfect.
A good response from the meat eaters, but Paul's mission to outdo Veggie Ray is already hitting trouble.
Can you explain in detail what we have at this table?
On yours, yes. Well, you have avocado, which has been scooped out, chopped up, put with lemon juice, with mature cheddar.
Well? Tell me something, man.
No, you're still thinking.
At least he's quiet.
Paul, you know, if you do that again, mate, can I just make a suggestion?
Yep.
And I don't want you to take this
No,
to
no,
heart.
no, no,
think I'm being picky. If you were to use ground up oats with those nuts on that, not use the olive oil, and just sprinkle a bit of cheese on it in the mix.
Someone tell him to shut up.
Anyway, the salad that came with it was very, very nice.
I do think that Ray's being unnecessarily critical to Paul.
He's an absolute pain in the
Chin up, Paul. There's still 2 courses to go.
All I want to know is of the duck, is how you like it cooked.
I would prefer it pink.
Just well done. I just don't...
You like well done, you don't...
Just no blood in me plate and I'm happy woman.
Why do you down for pink? If you want it well done, the duck's absolutely screwed. You might as well put it in the bin.
And a well-done duck means there'll be a delay.
My mistake was, I thought you were both going to have pink. You wanted well done. But just the well done's going to be done, and the pink.
And if that's not bad enough...
And the... Hang on. Go on. Right. Bloody vegetarian. Bloody hell.
With the food running late and the diners growing restless, what does the perfect host do? Abandon them, it would seem.
This isn't good enough, not being in with them, because they've basically been left alone.
Oh, get inside then, man.
So my chances are slipping slowly away.
At least you get full marks for being observant. When the main course is finally ready, Ray is having red onion and goat's cheese tarts, and it's the troublesome duck for everyone else.
The effort which Paul had made to make sure that mine was well done, everybody had to suffer that. And I thought he really went out of his way to make sure I was happy, and I was well pleased.
The duck, for me, tasted like liver because it was so overcooked. It just didn't taste like duck anymore. It had no taste to it. It was just so dry.
Stuffed.
So, Paul managed to muck up one duck, but that's not the only thing he'll have to moan about later.
Well, did you make this pastry?
I did, unfortunately, yes.
Did you check when you were using the fat in it that it was suitable for vegetarians?
Lindsay, he's serious.
Has it got animal fat in?
That's a very that's a very good point.
Because if it has, it's probably going to make me a little bit sick.
Can I go and check now?
Could you?
Yeah, certainly.
Hang on, no, don't.
No, honestly, no.
Don't, please don't.
For somebody to make a meal for a vegetarian and not realise what's in it with regards to animal fats, has not been reading the labels and doesn't understand vegetarianism.
If you'd cared that much, you'd have given Paul a chance to prove there are no animal fats in the pastry.
Ray, for me tonight, is just... I have no words to describe how much of an absolute he is. He's unbelievable. And I've been close so many times tonight to just hitting him with my shoe.
Never mind Lindsay's shoe. Valerie's finally decided to put the boot in.
I'm feeling guilty, yeah, man.
You deserve to be.
I only asked him if it had animal fats in the bloody...
Stop it when you go in the kitchen. That's come up before. If your mind is thinking, I don't know what the ingredients are, I think you ought to step in the kitchen and have a word instead of making it so personal or so open then amongst all of us, because it made me literally stop and go, oh.
I do think I am entitled to ask questions about the food, but I didn't want to upset the group tonight, really. But I obviously have upset the group because people are, you know, thinking Ray's a bit of a, you know. And...
Well, at least you've noticed.
It builds up my opinion of vegetarians in that you say, well, what did you eat at home? Oh, I have all sorts of stuff. I eat all sorts of vegetarian. And you say, like what? Oh, they can't tell you. I'd love to know what he eats. Well, I've seen it, actually. Oh, yeah, I have, yeah. Ooh.
In the kitchen, Paul is just about ready to serve his dessert of poached pears stuffed with sorbet.
Goodness, what a long evening.
What's it ever so long evening?
And at last, Paul's found a dish to keep Ray quiet. If you too would like the recipe that keeps Ray quiet, visit the Channel 4 website.
You just gobbled your pears there, mate.
M-H-A-P-P-Y.
Shame nobody else's.
Ray is just a very, very weak, spineless man to me. And I think if I told him exactly what I thought about him, he'd probably cry himself to sleep.
I couldn't allow him to on such a humble person and take any liberties with him. And he did take a liberty live and direct at the table.
Let's hope pudding went down a bit better.
Paul's dessert was, like, really pretty much tasteless.
I was disappointed with the vegetarian person, but I wasn't disappointed with the vegetarian food. And I would eat it. And so would my friends. So la-di-da-do.
Sadly, that won't earn you any more points, Paul.
Your Austin was totally missing. I was entertained again by the man called Ray. And that was not good enough for me.
Unfortunately, his night didn't live up to my expectations, and I think the whole night was ruined by Ray.
He's had a terrible night tonight. You know, he struggled at times, but, you know, he stayed till the end.
Just about. Paul scored 19 out of 30, so he hasn't won. But at least he's matched his biggest critic, Ray. It's the last day of the competition, and time for personal shopper and professional party girl Lindsay to attempt to wow her guests. And luckily for her, it looks like troublemaker Ray has turned over a new leaf.
Val was in her right to have a go at me, but as I pointed out to her, would you want me to eat something that would make me sick?
I'm saying nothing. But host Lindsay is prepared for every eventuality.
Definitely my problem customer tonight is going to be Ray. He's everybody's problem. So I'm just going to try my hardest to please him. If Ray wins, I'd be mortified. I'd probably tell him to get out my house.
Luckily, there's no chance of that. On to tonight's menu. Lindsay begins with her trio of mini desserts.
This is like Lindsay to me without her spray-on tan.
She may have made some really good desserts, but she may have made some disasters. She may have even bought them in.
Well, she hasn't actually, Ray. Lindsay starts by making dessert number 1, champagne raspberry jelly. And her first job should be easy for a lady who likes fine wine. Not that easy, though. She pours jelly onto fresh raspberries and tops up with champagne.
I know I look like a big drunk. I'll have a little drink to make myself feel a little bit better.
She refrigerates until serving time. Her other desserts are a mini chocolate mousse and a mini cheesecake. Next, Lindsay sets to work on her starter, and it's another asparagus soup. But Lindsay is doing a trendy one with a poached egg in it.
I'm looking forward to it, to see if she can compete with Ray on the soup deal.
I don't think it'd be hard to do better than Ray's.
I don't think anybody can beat my asparagus soup. My asparagus soup is top hole.
All right, calm down, Ray.
There is absolutely no chance that Ray will like my soup more than his own, because he loves everything about himself.
Having already cooked her onions, leeks, celery and asparagus, Lindsay has her own special tip.
And just add a little bit more water so it doesn't go to mush like Ray's. If they are thinking that I'm a blonde bimbo, then I want to try and surprise them that I actually can cook.
So there'll be no problems with the blender then, eh?
Why won't that work? Oh, sake. I'm having a nightmare here. I don't understand why it won't work.
What was that about not being a blonde bimbo?
Let's try it again. No. Oh. I think it's packed up, so I'm sacking it off. Right, I'm putting it in here. I'm transferring.
With the soup finally sorted and the blender in the laundry, Lindsay tackles her main course. The meat eaters are having shoulder of lamb, and for Veggie Ray, exactly what he had last night.
That is deja vu for me, because we had that last night. I hope she thought about the pastry without animal fats.
Yes, she has!
This is probably the best menu of this competition, apart from my own.
Yeah, shame about the execution though, eh, Paul?
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it? I'm going to put it in front of Ray.
Oh, no, don't. It'll only give him something to talk about. Lindsay massages the lamb with oil, then seasons, adds rosemary and slow roasts for as long as possible. Finally, for the dreaded tart.
If he doesn't eat my tart, I'd like to maybe ram it down his throat.
And you're probably not alone there. Lindsay fills the vegetarian pastry with caramelised onion and tops with goat's cheese and peppers. After a quick change, Lindsay's ready for her first guest. It's the one to beat, Valerie.
Sorry, hello.
All right.
Hi. You okay?
I'm good.
Next in is Paul.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi.
How are you, darling?
Oh,
You all right?
you look gorgeous.
Well, I'm trying.
Are you all right?
Very well, thanks, yes.
And finally, it's everyone's favourite Scouser. Oh, no, it's not, it's Ray.
Be melting round the furniture.
Oh, there we
You're
go.
right, you okay?
Here he is.
You'll be all right.
Hello, Lindsay, it's a red man.
Hi,
Have you got the
Ray.
money?
Yeah, but you won't be getting any of it.
You all right?
How are you, sweetheart?
I'm fine. How are you?
And at least tonight, any food confusion is cleared up before they reach the table.
So, you're okay with the veggie stuff for me? Just make sure it's suitable for vegetarians.
Yeah,
That's
I've
good.
made everything with no animal fat in it, nothing, no stock, nothing like that.
Okay.
So don't worry.
Vegetarian
It's all
cheese,
okay,
yeah?
yes.
Good one.
It's the final night of the competition, and host Lindsay Halligan is hoping to pip current leader Valerie in the race to the £1,000 prize. Lindsay finishes off her asparagus soup by poaching her eggs, and then it's ready to serve. The same starter that Ray made, only fancier.
It's fabulous. Asparagus soup versus asparagus soup.
Stirrer.
So, what did you do with this one?
Some onion, celery, leeks, some vegetable stock. That's pretty much it.
Cue Ray.
I usually use two types of onions, shallots and spring onions. Lightly fry them,
cut up the asparagus. Don't use the stalks because that makes it pithy and gritty. Cut them up small, put it in.
Someone shut him up!
About 20 minutes. Let them settle. Put some stock on them. Bring them to the boil. Let them simmer. Give them a blitz. Season it.
Give it a rest, Ray.
Lindsay's asparagus soup beat Ray's soup, hands down.
That was the asparagus challenge, over and done with. Ray won that. Not too far, though, but he won it.
So it's 1-1 in the soup fight, and there's everything to play for host Lindsay, but she fears the main course hasn't turned out quite how she expected.
It is slightly overcooked, I think, but, I mean, the lamb's all right because you're slow roasting anyway, so I just switched it off, but the potatoes are a little bit frazzled, but they still taste nice, I'm sure. I hope.
Well, we'll soon find out. For the main course, it's shoulder of lamb with dauphinoise potatoes, and Ray is having what he had and hated last night. Oh!
How's that for you, Ben? Well, a long pause is not a good sign.
It's very nice. The caramelised onions a little bit sweet, and I understand that. But the rest of it's lovely, yeah.
Oh.
Good one.
I think Ray tonight has been a totally different person. I think last night must have knocked a bit of sense into him about how rude he was, because he's been a different bloke tonight, and he's been, he's been all right.
And I thought she'd like her meat pink, which I was a bit apprehensive about eating the meat, but it was done just like the way I'd cook it, really. Cooked proper.
Impressive comments. But there's still one course to go, and it looks like Valerie might be Lindsay's new tricky customer.
Did you have animal fat in your
Oh,
meat?
God, I don't know.
That can poison me, you see.
Oh, shut up, don't. Now you're making me all scared. Don't do that when I'm doing dessert.
To finish her bid for the £1,000 prize, Lindsay presents her trio of mini desserts.
Very nice.
And just as she thought she'd made a clean getaway, Meat Detective Ray smells a rat.
You know the jelly?
Yeah.
Is it suitable for vegetarians? Has it got gelatin in?
I'm not sure.
Get the packet, get the packet.
Get the packet out.
Oh, God, I've done
I
it.
think it was organic. To be honest, I haven't got the packet and I'm not sure, so...
It's all right, then.
If you're not 100%, then you don't have to eat it.
I was surprised that Lindsay did not know that whether the jelly had gelatin in or not. Gelatin is not suitable for vegetarians.
And I'm sure you feel better for telling her.
It looked nice on a plate, but it was the wrong trio of desserts. That wasn't what I thought it would be.
As the week draws to a close, Valerie takes the opportunity to deliver some home truths.
I feel like I have a little infinity with Lindsay the minute I met her. I just thought, what a lovely girl. She's just so sweet.
Aww,
No, that's what I felt. I just couldn't see no faults with her. I thought if she enjoys drinking, she enjoys drinking. Ray, what a lovely, warm person. Really hospitable and ever so welcoming. And by the second night in my house, he started me off, to be quite honest. I don't do that. I was thinking, I don't want to hear no more about your ailments because I've really got a few myself, and I'm starting to feel like that now. Because I'm not really a me person, and I think you're a me person. You've got a lot to say about you, but it was a bit too much for me to digest.
Val really went in good guns, but she did very diplomatically, and she's very clever.
All week I've not known whether Ray knows that he's an absolute pain in the ass. But I think after last night and tonight, I think he has realised that he's, a pain in the ass.
I'm still a happy person. I'm still Ray Parry. I've not changed. I'm still a vegetarian.
Yeah, but that's not why you irritate them. Yeah. Getting back to the competition, and host Lindsay is feeling confident.
I like my cooking, and my friends like my cooking, and my family do. So that's the main thing for me.
But it's the scores that count.
I don't think our meal was as good as mine.
I really expected to have fish and chips.
So that means Lindsay needs a 9 from Paul to share the £1,000 prize with Valerie.
I've been toying between 9 and 8.
Crikey, this is exciting, but you'll just have to wait to find out. All the scoring's in secret, and it's down to Lindsay to deliver the results.
You're nervous.
Very nervous.
Wow.
Joint third place is Ray and Paul. Yay, well done.
Well done to you.
Thank you.
In second place, me.
No.
What? What's that? Give me my money. What's that? Oh, thank you.
Well, Paul scored Lindsay 8, putting her in second place, just 1 point behind Valerie.
I feel so good, I feel full of energy, even though I'm so tired, but the first thing I'm going to buy is a dishwasher, because these hands cannot take another day of any form of liquid.
I'm just so made up that I didn't come last. And I feel for Paul, because if I was joint third with Ray, I'd be devastated.
To be joint third with the vegetarian, with Ray, that's dreadful.
It would have been good for me to win, but I'm a realist. So, that's life. That's what all the people say.
If they can get a word in edgeways.
Is this my house? Oh, sorry about the baby.